What?
that there was a free pick that it gave me a free $10 prize picks bet.
Okay.
So I put it on a college one, most popular, 70,000 people put it on there. And this guy by the name of Zubi Ejiofor from St. John's University had to get 2 assists. In the last 4 games, he's averaging 5. There's 49 seconds left. He has 10 rebounds, 17 points, and 1 assist.
Wow.
So that kind of sucks.
I know.
Yep. Oh, well.
Shout out to my boy Zuby.
Huh?
Shout out to Zuby, right? I guess. Kind of sold you, though. No. He sold you, right?
Oh, he sold me. Yeah. He definitely sold me. It's all right. It's like you're going to sell this Fall Guys game.
Definitely not. I think I'm ahead of you right now.
How do you grab again?
I'm not going to tell you. Because you like to freaking grab me a lot during this game.
Okay.
Oh, God. This is not good. Anyways,
Oh, I can't grab because I'm going through the wrong thing. Anyways, what's up for today?
Disney, that's what's up for today. They have a collaboration with Bath and Body Works, is that right? It's like the new social media.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. People were losing their minds. The girlfriend and my aunt went crazy for that stuff. I didn't even know it was happening until the next thing. I know. Well, my girlfriend texted me. She was like, "Yeah, they're having this collaboration." Oh no, wait. No, I didn't even
Qualified. You suck at this game, dude.
Oh, no, I have to do a lot of talking. I guess.
You suck.
God damn it. One bad game. I swear, normally I beat Johnny.
No, that's not true. Right now, everyone's hearing otherwise.
It caught my eye because it was on CNBC saying Bath and Body Works stock jumps 10%, basically juicing hope into the company on a bunch of analyst upgrades. Okay. And I was like, what the hell? What is that even, like, how? And then I started looking and they have all these friggin' crazy Disney things. Like, it's literally oh, I thought you were going to die there.
Yeah, I thought so too. I'm so locked in right now.
It was literally hand sanitizer and candles and lotion. There might be other stuff that I'm forgetting. But as you can tell, I wasn't like fiending for this stuff, right? So I have this huge Disney collection with all the princesses, and they're selling mainly these hand sanitizers and fragrances. It's literally for like Tiana. Let's use Tiana as an example. You can look it up. You can find an image of it. All right. It's like Tiana's Place, a restaurant, and the hand sanitizer goes into this case. But the case is like the size of a little book. They're huge. So like, my girlfriend was saying they're super cute. I'm sure they are. But really, you got like the equivalent of a giant notebook, mini iPad on your purse at all times. But it lights up. So you got to have it, Johnny, because it lights up. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of cool. So for my sake, I can smell, look like, and feel like a Disney princess. Just for my sake. If I really wanted to.
You really want to. What Disney princess would you want to smell like?
I'm seeing a lot of Tiana stuff, so I don't think I have much of a choice other than Tiana, though. But I'll take it.
Really?
I can work with that, yeah. What about you? What would you want to smell like?
I would probably say,
Oh my God.
I grew up liking Cinderella, so I guess I'd go with Cinderella. That's probably who I would go with. Yeah. It's probably my pick, just because my sister was always into Cinderella, my grandma was into Cinderella, and so something about Cindy, man. Something about Cindy. She got me.
Got you feeling a certain way?
So you're telling me you've always liked Cinderella? Well, no, Tiana came out when we were older, though.
Yeah. I don't know how old. Maybe like 12, 13. I don't know. I probably have that very, very wrong. But I mean,
So who's like OG princess then?
who's my OG princess?
Yeah.
I don't know. I always thought the one with the long hair, Rapunzel. I thought she was just nice with it, you know. I don't know.
Okay.
We're talking about fictional characters right here. I gotta be careful with my
We're
words.
trying to monetize this podcast, Johnny?
Yeah.
All right.
I see. That's my OG. Why not?
Well, cool. All right. Yeah. Rapunzel's cool. I like Flynn Rider. He seems like a stud.
Yeah, right. Dude, I'm so locked in right now.
No, you're going crazy, bro. But the Bath and Body Works thing with the Disney collection, stock jumped up 10%, which is insane. Well, I mean, it's not that insane because when a stock's smaller company, it's easier for it to jump like that. It's more volatile. Volatile just is another word for saying law. If you don't know what that means, but the analysts were going crazy, and an analyst is just basically someone who reviews what they think the stock's going to do based off the company news, performance, financials, and so forth. So a lot of the time, if you ever turn on any kind of finance channel or anything like that, they'll say, "Oh, Bath and Body Works analysts have issued an upgrade today with a double buy or a double upgrade." What does that even mean, right? Like, it just basically means that it's a recommendation. It's a high recommendation that you invest in the stock. And there's 3 different kinds of rankings. There's underweight, equal weight, and overweight. And so you'll see the upgrades go. And the way they format it is Bath and Body Works is going from underweight to equal weight, and price target gets moved up from $40 a share to $60 a share. So what does that mean? S&P 500. You're almost dying here while I'm...
Okay, wait, sorry. Go ahead.
The S&P 500 is made up of 500 companies, and each company makes up a certain percentage of the stock market, right? So, like, let's just say the Apple makes up a larger share of the index, which is the culmination of all these stocks. Okay. And Sony, I don't even think Sony's in the S&P, but I'm just giving you an example, right? Apple is a larger company than Sony, so they have a bigger weighting. If a fund manager or an analyst that's making their own basket of stocks says, I think Apple's overvalued, well, they'll go underweight in comparison to the S&P, which just basically means I don't recommend it as much as that's in the current stock market, is all that is. So that's what overweight and underweight means. Overweight is the opposite, obviously. I recommend it more than it's currently weighted in the S&P index. So that's always good to know, because you suck. You suck.
Dude, I was so close to winning that.
Talking.
Oh my god, I was so close
to work.
I was so close. I'm so mad at myself for that. Oh, thank God. Man, so it sounds like being in the stock market is like being on a diet, but the complete opposite. Like, you want to be overweight instead of underweight, huh?
I mean, I guess that's one way to look at it. I've never heard someone say that. That's hilarious.
That's true.
I've never heard someone say that. Okay, yeah, I kind of like that. Yeah,
diet.
For sure.
You don't do diets.
But you know what? Have you ever walked in though? Like, the only one thing that came out of this I really like is candles. Like, I'm a big candle person. I don't know if you're a candle person.
No, I mean, I wouldn't say I am or I'm not. It's just I never had candles in my house because there was like a worry about like starting a fire. And the last thing I want is another California fire to, be on the news or come about. So no, I can't say I've ever been a candle person, but I like how they smell.
Could you imagine that?
Actually, went to a
fire incident at someone's home was started by Disney Princess Ariel collection.
Even crazy. It's actually really crazy.
Like the friggin', you see the Instagram stuff that was going around?
Yeah, that's February 26th incident. That's what we call it, right?
February 26th incident. That's what we're calling it on our meme account. Oh my goodness. You thought Twitter was crazy and people are always giving crap to Twitter for having these super intense videos? Really, one wrong scroll on Reels and yikes.
Dude, if I had like $1 for every time I saw someone like unalive themselves, not themselves, but like, kind of go to sleep forever type thing, I'd have like $1 million. That February 26th incident was
go to sleep forever.
Wild. Well, I can't say that they died.
Monetized, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're trying everything to stay monetized. That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Pretty insane stuff. All the crazy videos. Honestly, pretty sad. Like when you actually see it like that. No
like
one
at the end of the day.
Seen that.
Right.
That probably shouldn't have been. And as a matter of fact, it's not. Obviously, it's never acceptable. Instagram even issued an official apology the next day because it was like, what the hell? Where'd this come from? You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, of course. Like, those are real people in like real situations,
Right,
why the rest are souls.
Yeah, pretty crazy. But I mean, it's what's on Instagram now.
You're gonna die. You're not gonna make it.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Shut up.
Yes, you are. Every time I tell Johnny he's gonna die, he ends up falling and dying. And
That's
then
not true. That's not true. That's not true.
That's so true.
Who are you to tell me what I
Let's
can
see-
and
let's
can't
see.
do? I believe in myself.
This wiener's gonna slip a little. This glizzy's a little too slippery.
No.
Oh, right there. See, you're screwed. No, okay.
Nope. Nope.
All right.
Nope. Nope.
Anyway,
Never.
you're gonna
Never.
be
Never.
like
Ever.
Nico
Oof.
Harrison from the Mavs making a bad decision
Fuck.
with Luka. I told you.
Sir.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. Actually, you brought up
Johnny dying.
boo, 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 boo. Let's talk about it.
Tomatoes.
Okay, Luka and the Mavs, right? So-
yeah,
That was pretty crazy. I've been watching all his games. He's been doing better. Triple-double against the Mavs.
Right? Talk about that. So it's very clear that the Mavs lost that trade. Anthony Davis is out for the rest of the season. Am I right? Or is that like is he out for a couple of months? Something like that. He got injured.
Yeah.
So, everyone's saying like, they lost since the trade, but now they really lost since he was out. Quite unfortunate for the Mavs. But yeah, I was watching the game too. Luka did some pretty good numbers, right? But so did LeBron and Austin Reeves, if I recall correctly. Y'all really popped off.
Yeah, LeBron's crazy because every time I bet against him that he's gonna have a bad game, he friggin' pops off. It's crazy. It's like the most insane thing. The man goes from being 50 years old or 40 or whatever he is, being 22 again. I would like to give a shout out to someone right here. So let's give a shout out to my boy John B, because that man said that Anthony Davis was gonna be a stud for the Mavericks and that people sleep on Anthony Davis. Well, guess what, John?
Yeah.
Now, John.
That's
Put
not
out, John. So one day we'll have to bring John on one day to answer this question because he was literally licking Anthony Davis.
Gooch.
Yeah, he was slurping on some Anthony Davis, bro, for sure. And then all of a sudden, got hurt, and I told him, I said, he's gonna get hurt, watch, bro. Next thing you know.
I always think a bet on injuries, dude, you'd have $1 million. Other than that.
No, if I could bet on injuries, that'd be kind of messed up. I wouldn't want to do that to people. That'd be really messed up. But apparently it's a skill I have, unfortunately. So
If I wanted to invest my money elsewhere, how can I get started?
that's a good question. Depends on what you're trying to do. You normally start with what's called a broker, right? So it's literally like opening up a bank account. What you do. Then once you open up this bank account, then you deposit money from your checking account like usual. A lot of people, what they use is Robinhood. Robinhood is an app that's really easy to use that I recommend if you're starting out to use. You go on there, you open up an individual account or a Roth IRA. Because there's different types of accounts that we'll talk about later on in our future podcast. We can kind of detail and get into them. And you literally can just set up a thing that says, take $20 out of my checking account every time I get paid on this day. Invest it into an index fund or a stock that you like. Most of the time, one of the safest investments is index fund. The Warren Buffett, who's a very famous investor, once said, "I will give you $1 million is if you can beat the S&P 500 over the next 10 years." I think every time you look at it on a 10-year basis, the individual stock normally will lose, or the individual stock investment portfolio, if you will, right? So the person that makes the basket of stocks will normally lose to the S&P.
So for someone like myself, or who has no experience in the stock market, what is like the safest thing I could possibly do right now so I can guarantee some sort of like financial success?
That's a good question. So we wouldn't be able to guarantee any financial success, anyone, especially since we're not advised as a financial advisor to do so. My personal opinion, and personal opinion only, would be that I definitely like pretty much anything you can think of as a future-oriented business associated with it. So some examples that I would include in my opinionated view would be, obviously, I love a company like Disney. Not only am I a huge consumer of their products, in that people call me a Disney adult all the time, but also they have a really good parks business that feeds off of intellectual property, right? You guys have heard me talk about this before in the first podcast. when intellectual property is involved, you can scale that to so many parts of the business. I mean, they make one movie, they own the rights to the movie and anything associated with licensing the movie. Then they own all the toys associated with the movie. And now they can take that intellectual property and make a giant land at a theme park where they can sell this, basically anything and everything associated to that movie, plus make the money and revenue from the parks, and then all culminates into now they have 50 different sources of income or whatever from that. Oh, and by the way, you're also watching that movie on Disney Plus, which is having advertisers advertise on the platform, which is obviously a form of monetizing your intellectual property because it gets a lot of eyeballs. So, wow, Johnny down to the last 3, eh?
Oh, money moves. Yeah, I'm about to win this.
Your wiener's pretty good.
Yeah, wiener, half salmon, half wiener, man. We're gonna win it.
Half salmon, half wiener, man. So yeah, you obviously invest in the companies like that, and you can literally just look up anything, right? You look up anything online. You see trends. Like most people would probably invest in Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, Nvidia, Disney, Coca-Cola, Starbucks, and there's different kinds of investments. So that once you open up you could push them off. Once you open up the account itself, and you just want to figure out what you want to invest into. So you can invest into dividend stocks. Sure, obviously we'll talk about this more in depth more later into the next podcast or so. But it's different types of investments that you can look at. The main thing is just get the account open and fund the account.
Okay.
Buying the stock itself is incredibly easy. It's like literally shopping on Amazon. You look up the stock, you click buy, you pay the price you want that's selling on the market. Then you literally, my recommendation would be, personal opinion, you buy it and forget about it, and you move on. And as the company does better, you're benefiting from this. And obviously they care about it too because they know the importance of their stock growing. You see it all the time. We live in a capitalist economy where owning a stock is important. Stock buybacks are important, not just for corporate greed, which some might say is an outcome of this, but also you're funding people's retirement. You're allowing people to work and then be able to retire tax-free when they're 60. If the stock market didn't exist, it'd be a hell of a lot harder to allow people to be retired.
Right.
Just speaking in this, obviously there's so many factors that go into that doesn't necessarily point to the stock market being the be-all, end-all, but just fund the account, and then from there we can get started, or everyone else can get started. Automatically fund it. There's this phenomenon that people have in the market called dollar cost averaging. All that means is literally buy a stock you like or an index, you put in a reoccurring amount every single month. That's all it is. Because there's a lot of people that say the saying, I want to time the market because this next big thing is going to explode and I'm going to become a millionaire overnight. No, you ain't. You don't want to time the market. You want to have, it's not about timing the market. It's about time in the market.
Okay.
So,
oh my god, I just fucking died. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
The last two.
Jesus Christ.
Let's go.
I hate this so much.
3 in a row where you made it to the final and you suck.
I know. Jeez, I'm like the freaking 49ers.
Like the 49ers.
Make it the Super Bowl. I can win it. It is. That's a story for another day, though.
I'm like the Cowboys. I can't even make it to the wild.
Okay, yeah, sure, whatever, yeah.
Involved. So I was just thinking about this today too. I was once I got out of my shower this morning. The shower is my thinking point. I don't know what you're thinking.
Always shower
but
thoughts.
thinking for me. Shower thoughts, you know what I mean? So I was thinking about it and I was going like, why did Elon Musk become so popular and so relevant all of a sudden? And I was like, no one knew who Elon Musk was, but no one really knew who he was until 2020 when Tesla stock exploded and Bitcoin was going crazy. He started tweeting like insane. 2020 was Elon Musk's year for sure.
Right.
I think he was even part-time person of the year that year too, or something like that. Well, he just goes to show that if it weren't for Tesla stock, of course we would know who Elon Musk is. Don't get me wrong, but it's just so relevant in today's society that it's good to know about. It's good to just be aware of. So, and that's one of the reasons why I personally doing this whole thing that I want to do, even if it doesn't take off, my personal fun and my personal experience, I enjoy doing it. My future dream goal is to start a nonprofit where I help kids learn about financial literacy, kids being 15 and older, where they're starting to get credit cards and so forth. because no one teaches it, and no one knows how relevant it is until they're in a situation where they owe $1 bajillion in credit card debt, or they're getting screwed every single day. Certain financial mistakes that no one talked to them about, which I would argue, if you don't know what you're doing, how can you really make a mistake? You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's just my spiel on it.
And it's just the start of it too, because like I obviously enjoy like the content creation side of it, the podcast side of it, the entertainment side of it. It doesn't feel like work. People can still learn something out of it.
Oh my God! Did you die, Jimmy?
That's true. No, I'm still alive.
But you revived. Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, speaking of Elon Musk,
unique skill, Johnny.
My first impression of him was speaking of my first impression of him was smoking weed on that Joe Rogan podcast. That freaked a lot of people out too, right?
Yeah, that stock I think crashed that next day.
Yeah, kind of crazy how that happens.
People don't understand how hard it is to play this game
and talk at the same time.
Yeah. Oh my God, this takes all my concentration.
We need some pills, maybe some candles or some scents to like kind of help us, loosen up.
You believe in those people that like sell you certain candles or smells to help you heal or whatever?
I don't think any of that works. Hey, get away from me. Can you please keep your hands off of me?
Hey, come here.
Oh my God. Eliminated. Wow. First round exit. First round exit here.
Freaking tail at the last second, bro. Oh my goodness. All guys is intense. It's crazy.
Yeah. Super.
My girlfriend calls them squishies.
Squishies? Yeah. My character looks pretty squishy. I'd squeeze the fuck out of him right now. All right. What I meant to say was I'd squeeze the heck out of him right now.
Damn it, Johnny. What was the word of the day?
Yeah. Monetization.
Monetization, bro. The big M.
Yeah, we're not gonna be making money from this podcast. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get sued by Spotify or at least end up giving away money.
Imagine.